My people wonder they say shall never end. They said Kabiyesi is indirectly giving these Oloris the handwriting on the wall. And those signs are very, very clear that they can see it, they can understand it. But one thing is certain, they might not want to accept it. Right now, they said they are having serious wahala amongst, as in between them and the king, over Equity Hospital, over shares with Equity Hospital. And a lot of people are saying that maybe Kabiyesi is silently uh, letting them know that all that they have committed in the palace, that he is not happy about it. Or, you know that a wise man, no matter the number of wives you have, you know who is who, and you know how to handle certain issues. Initially, Kabiyesi, from what we heard, did not plan to be a polygamist. At least, from his marriage to the first wife, to the second wife, till Queen Naomi, you can say that this king does not want to be a polygamist at first. But maybe the pressure became so much. Some people said he ended up with these women because he was trying to mock Queen Naomi. While others will tell you that it is the elders doing, that the elders are the ones who push him into this. But at this point, I think Kabiyesi have realized that he really loves Queen Naomi. And maybe if he have the power, he might have decided to turn back the hands of time. But had I know, always come at last. Because if all this information we are hearing about the king right now is the truth, it simply means that indirectly he is regretting bringing them in. Yes, or maybe he is trying to use precaution so that things will not spoil further for him. Kabiyesi have a son, Tadenikawo, and he loves his son. At this point, he does not have only Tadenikawo. Ebony's son is there. Oletik's son is also there. But I don't think the arrival of these other two sons have in any way affected his love for his first son, Tadenikawo. You know, he still loved the boy as much as he loved him earlier. And I also think that his love for Queen Naomi is added advantage to for Tadenikawo, you know. Yes, because there's a way that a man will love a woman. Any offspring that comes from that woman, the man will also channel the same amount of love to the children or to the offspring, you know. He might not even know when he's doing it. That is what love can do. So what am I trying to say? Information have it that when the Indian man who originally owns that Equity Hospital with Kabiyesi wanted to sell his share, he made it public such that the wives of the king, they got to know about it. And this will tell you that they are very much interested in that Equity Hospital, even though they don't have a share with that hospital. It is just Kabiyesi and the man, you know, but the hospital is their husband's own. Even after we heard that Kabiyesi have given 60% of that hospital to Tadenikawo, their eyes were still there. So when this man decided to sell his own share, information got to the wives. They started declaring interest. Not only did they declare interest, they also started running around for money in case the man decides to sell above what they expected, so that it will not be money that stopped them from buying that share. But they never knew that Kabiyesi have another agenda. And that agenda is that he doesn't want any of them to buy a share in that hospital. So, according to what we are hearing, they said their interest was dismissed without any form of tangible reason, you know. So, at the end of the day, after their interest had been dismissed, letting them know that they cannot own a share there. What is the reason? Nothing. They later find out that Kabiyesi bought that whole shares from that man. Not only did Kabiyesi do that, Kabiyesi decided to give 20%, making it 80%. Give extra 20% to Tade Nikawo, making it 80% that Tade owns in that Equity Hospital. Automatically, Tade Nikawo is the one that owns that hospital. If all this information is true, So now, Ebony, who also declared interest in buying shares with that hospital, if not for anything, for his son. They said at first Ebony was fighting. Now, collectively, they said the wives have come out, especially those of them who really want to buy that shares, who understand the gain of buying shares with that hospital. They started coming out, saying that Kabiyesi deliberately does not want them to have shares in that hospital just because of Queen Naomi. That this is getting out of hand, that they are not going to take it lightly with him this time. They say no be small thing o. If you see how the matter don turn to but what can they do to Kabiyesi? Nothing, if not to make noise in the palace. Maybe report to some elders who cannot even change anything. Or report to their family members who will start coming to tell Kabiyesi, this level of marginalization is too much, oh. Kabiyesi this, oh, Kabiyesi that. Of which none of them said it about Queen Naomi. For this past years that Queen Naomi have been out, Kabiyesi is not marginalizing her. Even when they know that she left the palace in anger. She left the palace by manipulations and all of that. So right now, they said the wives are saying that Kabiyesi knows what he is doing. That he deliberately doesn't want them to be part of that hospital, all because of Queen Naomi. But if you ask me as a person, I have 2 or 3 reasons why I think Kabiyesi did not want them to be part of that organization. And my own reasons might be reasonable, One of the reasons is this. Kabiyesi don't want a situation whereby tomorrow, one of them will raise up her head to challenge him in that hospital. Because you know that someone like Igbi will do it. Someone like Ebony will do it. A lot of them there will do it. They will tell you, hey, I have a share. For that reason, I also dictate what happens here. Even though Tade Nikawo will have a lion's share. That is one reason. Then another reason why I think Kabiyesi doesn't want them to be part of that is that he doesn't want a situation whereby another queen will start inculcating spirit of hatred in her son to start fighting against Tade Nikawo in the future. Because Kabiyesi already know that someone like Ebony, if she happens to be part of that organization, she will use juju and manipulate Tade out of it and hand over everything to her own son. I'm just saying, based on what we are hearing. And so many of them will do same. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing. But don't forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.